Okay, so as you guys know, lately I've been having issues with my skin being like really dry. So I've been on a hunt for a new foundation. Not that I don't love the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation, because I absolutely love it, but my skin feels so dehydrated that almost feels like it's making my face feel even more dry. So I was trying to find more of like a luminous foundation. So I went into Sephora in the hopes of getting the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick, because it was more of like a, not so much a luminous foundation, but more of a dewy kind of look, and I thought maybe it would be okay. Of course, my Sephora didn't have my shade. So I decided to kind of look around, and I found a new one, and according to the girl at Sephora, she said that it was brand new, that she didn't know anything about it other than that it was a luminous foundation. It was more of like a serum foundation. So I decided to give it a shot. And what I'm talking about is the new Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation. Box looks like this. It's actually very, very pretty. And I am in the shade Fair Light. I will admit that I have tried this and I like it. I've only wore it once, but I did like how it applied. That's what the packaging looks like. Very pretty. It's a dropper. So as like, I don't know if I can show this without it doing funny, but as you like turn it, this pops up and it's actually like a little pump, but as you pull it up, it's like a little dropper. The color seems pretty accurate, to be honest, but I thought that I would kind of give you guys like a first impression kind of deal. I know that I only wore it once, but I really only wore it for like a few hours, so I didn't really give it a chance to like see how long it actually lasted. So it is now 11:27, so we're basically say 11:30. So I thought I'd put it on and kind of see how it lasts throughout the day for you guys. So let's get started. As always, I'm going to go ahead and apply it with a beauty blender. Just because that's what I always use. It's what I like the best. It does say, I think it's on the box, it says using your fingers or brush number 33 by Stila. But I don't like using my fingers and I don't have any of their brushes, so we're just going to use my beauty blender. I already am moisturized. I am going to go ahead and prime. Just to kind of give myself, again, some more moisture. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Too Faced Hangover RX. Just to add a little more hydration. Which I may not actually need with this, so I guess we'll see. This is actually my very first serum foundation, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I've always had, like, combination oily skin, so I never thought that I would ever need a serum foundation or even want it, because it's supposed to be more, you know, hydrating. But so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with like one drop. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It's actually kind of thick for like a, what I would consider a serum. I don't know if that's normal, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to put my under eye concealer on. Pooh, hockey. Alright, well, we'll do this, and I don't know if you can see that, but it is very luminous, but not in a bad way. I would say this is a light to medium coverage. I honestly don't remember what it said now. I would consider that light, though. That's more of a light foundation. What does it say? It says medium to full buildable coverage, but maybe that's because I'm using the beauty blender, so it shears it out a little bit more. I just don't like using, my fingers, so. I am, however, going to put my under eye concealer on before I forget. So I guess I'll go ahead and I don't want to use a full Oh, how does that work? Okay, maybe you have to... Okay, you have to like screw the cap back in and make it flat, and then you pull it back up, and then it... That's different. I'm going to do about a half pump more, just to see how it does. It is a really good match color-wise for me though. Maybe a little bit on the yellowish side, but not... I feel like it blends out like my skin. It is a little, maybe a little yellow. You hear the airplane, it's a bright and sunny day, so I guess everybody's out enjoying the weather. That's my cat, if you can hear him. Okay, so it is buildable. I don't know that I like it buildable. I feel like that may be, I don't know, maybe a little too much. It definitely is dewy. It definitely accentuates my pores, so probably should have used a pore minimizing primer. First impression, like now that I'm actually like putting it on, because I feel like I put it on in the bathroom before, I feel like that wasn't probably the best idea. Color is a little more yellow than I like, but I feel like that if I had done just the light, I think it would have been too pink. But it is fairly close. I can work with that. It is a very luminous coverage. I would say it's light to medium. You can build it up though. It is very luminous. The only thing I think that I don't like is the fact that it is accentuating my pores like crazy right now. But maybe after I put some powder on and stuff, maybe it won't show as much. So for now, I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and we can go from there. Okay guys, and now my makeup is all on. The time is 12:12. Oh man, let me see. Can you get that? So I will check back periodically, let you guys know how things are going, and yeah, so far I like it. We'll see how it holds up. So we'll see each other soon. Okay guys, so I am back with a little update. It is now, what time is it? 4:51. Zoom in. You guys can kind of see it's a little, try not to blind you here, a little shinier. Forehead, chin. My nose is kind of breaking apart, but that's kind of common, and I had my glasses on, so, but otherwise it's pretty well staying together. I don't really see any, I'm trying not to blind you guys, I don't really see any place that it's like coming off. Like I said, I'm kind of shiny right in here. My nose is kind of starting to break apart, like especially like right here. But like I said, that's really normal for me on any foundation that I've ever had. It's always my nose that seems to break apart first. But otherwise it looks really good. The coverage hasn't changed. It hasn't accentuated any extra pores. I don't know, so far I'm still really liking it. It hasn't oxidized and changed colors on me, which is a good thing because I have a problem with a lot of foundations oxidizing on me. It's not making my eyeshadows look different. My blush is still on, so yeah, so far so good. I am getting ready to watch my niece for a few hours. We're gonna go out to dinner and then come back. And then by the end of the night, then I should have a really good idea of how long this is actually staying on. So I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so I just got home from taking my niece out to dinner. And it is now officially 8:39, 8:40. Makeup is still on. I mean, I'm kind of really impressed. My nose is kind of broke apart a little bit more. It's a little more oily. But for the most part, it's really just stayed like luminous. Like, I don't know if that's because I used the translucent powder, which could be a very good possibility. But, I mean, I don't have any breakouts. I mean, I'm a little oily, but it's not like rubbing off. Maybe on my nose a little bit. My pores are a little more noticeable, like up close. I don't know. That's really, my nose is really the only place that I've seen it really break apart. Maybe a little bit on my chin. And like I said, I mean, this has been on for what? Maybe 8 hours, a little bit over. And it's still doing good. So I say that's a full day's worth of work, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm going to give it I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Mainly because, I mean, it does accentuate my pores, which I don't care for. I mean, it is a buildable coverage, but I feel like if I put another layer on, it's almost too thick, but not, I say that just because it made my pores bigger. The first layer didn't do that. I'm going to play around with it. I'm going to see if maybe I can use like a brush or maybe try to use my fingers, see how that does, and I can keep you guys updated. But for now, yeah, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I really don't have anything bad to say about it other than it making my pores bigger, but that, I mean, that could easily change if I changed my primer. I mean, I did use the Too Faced Hangover RX for a primer just because of my skin being dry. But I may try like the Dr. Brandt Pores No More or the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. And try that and see if maybe it doesn't do a little bit better. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this. I hope it helps. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go play with my niece. Bye.